What's up guys, Alan's here, and today I'm going to be reviewing one of the interesting live actions that comes out on July 19th, 2019, which for me is tomorrow. So yeah, I can't wait to do this review, and before I start a review, please don't press on the subscribe. I mean, this is just a reminder, but it'd be helpful if you can guys subscribe to my channel and some support and help me get to 100 subscribers. And of course, press the notification bell if you want to see all my video and stuff, especially including my recent review which I did called The Crawl, and one of my popular reaction videos being We're Gonna Name Him Fred clip from The Lion King. And that's what I'm gonna be reviewing on. Will The Lion King 2019 become king of the live action films and of course dethrone the animated Lion King? Or would the Lion King animated just be like king of the world again and just smack that live action out of the way? So without further ado, let's get reviewing. So the Lion King live action follows the exact same storyline as the animated, which talks about a young Simba who eventually one day is gonna be king of the Pride Lands in African Savannah. Unfortunately, one day Mufasa, who was a king of the Pride Lands, was killed by a stampede. And this was at the point where Simba really has to figure out the true meaning of responsibility and of course be brave about his past. And that was one of the most interesting messages that the animated feature Lion King, which came out in 1994, was really making life significant and very impactful. So that's why I'm just hoping, all of that. But yeah, so what I really thought the live action Lion King did very good at is that they made it the same as the original animated, but I really do like the music they did. Like, it's still, even though they did a little bit alterations, it still felt the same music we listened to in the animated. And the cast did a phenomenal job as playing the characters, so good job to you guys. And of course, the most important is the visuals. The visuals and CGI of these animals are so realistic that you really can't tell if they're fake or not. Unlike the Jungle Book, you a little bit feel like they're real, but pretty much they're fake. So this is a major part that I really did like. Like, I really like animation, even I took an animation class in high school, but this looks legit awesome. So props to you guys. Donald Glover as Simba was cool, and James Earl Jones reprises his roles, which is awesome. That's what, no one can defeat him in Mufasa. There's just no way. But of course Scar, who plays by Chiwetel Ejiofor, I cannot pronounce his name, but he plays as Scar in the live action, compared to the Jeremy Irons who played in the animated. And which Scar would I prefer to say? Definitely the animated. There's no way. The animated Scar just looks more manipulative, psychotic, and just really the villain we all love and desire in a Disney film. Unlike the live action film, which really makes Scar more serious and just does not care, but he really is ferocious and kind of acts like a dictator in this film. But yeah, that's just the thing that's kind of a con. I don't like this, but since this is a live action, I'm just going along with it. I mean, yeah. But Seth Rogen and Bill Eichner, Timon and Pumbaa, you guys were my favorite part of this film. You really guys made Timon and Pumbaa actually Timon and Pumbaa. I was so worried because they're not gonna get it right like Nathan Lane and the other guy played as Pumbaa in the animated, but they actually got this similarly correct, and they did a little bit there and there that was kind of different and kind of weird, but I like that Timon and Pumbaa actually sound similar. If it wasn't, it's just very hard to comprehend, but I'm glad they kept it that way. Thank you, Disney, for this. I really needed this. You can change Scar, don't change Scar. You can change the hyenas, you can change the Simba, you can change young Nala and Simba, which they did a great job. But you can't change Timon, Pumbaa, and Mufasa. But you made Timon, Pumbaa actually amazing. So awesome. But the only thing that really that doesn't make me feel like this is the true king of the Lion King is that if you remember when I mentioned CGI, how that's what makes this movie the greatest thing of all times, it can have its flaws. When you have, too much realistic CGI characters, you tend to have the negatives with the emotions. In which, if Disney has learned anything, that when you have emotions in movies, you really try to make the audience feel the exact same way about the characters. And also really makes them feel like going along with the movie and being intrigued and applaud to it. But when you really make it too much realistic, it doesn't work. Like, you can't make realistic animals show their emotions, and that's what this film kind of failed at. And when you apply that to the storyline of the Lion King live action, it doesn't feel magical enough. And I don't know, I feel like it doesn't work that way. So maybe for future Disney films, if you're gonna try and make characters, more realistic, add some emotion to it, and then maybe we'll talk about that. But just in general, I like the film, but could it have been better? Of course. So just in general, if I had to compare this to the animated is still the true king of The Lion King and all the animated films, along with Aladdin too. But I really do think so. The Lion King live action really has a tremendous good cast, along with amazing music, visuals, and just, of course, the appraisal of James Earl Jones, Mufasa, and just the storyline is kind of brings us back to the good times. But with the CGI being in effect, that's kind of the downfall of this film, with making this movie not very magical like the animated provide. But would I recommend you guys seeing this? Yeah, go right ahead, guys, go. I mean, definitely see it for yourselves. It's gonna be out in one day, so go to it. But would I recommend for those who are non-Lion King? I mean, it's not gonna be. I'm definitely for sure this live action is not gonna be better than the rest of the remakes, but it gave a valiant effort. But yeah, for those that really don't care about emotions or that are really true Lion King fans to their hearts, please go. It still feels like the animated that you all cared and love about. So, yeah, for my final score, I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10. But yeah, so that's the end of my review, guys. And thank you for watching. And for those that didn't subscribe yet or want to see more of my videos, press the subscribe and like below. And what did you guys think? What do you guys think is the best Lion King film? The animated or original? And of course, who would you prefer as Scar? Of course, write it down in the comments below what you thought. And, well, that's all I'm doing for today. Until next time, love being here.